watching the Boston Crusaders makeup tutorial. What this consists of is white lines here with a couple of diamonds on there and black smoky eyes and dark ruby lips. So just keep watching and enjoy. So what I'm going to be using today to do the dark smoky eye, we're going to start with that. What I'm using is MAC's Black Track. It's a fluid line, and why I love this is because once it's on and it's not going to crease and it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to start off with that, and I'm going to be using this MAC 228 brush, so you can see that. And it's just a small, tight, round brush, if you can see that. And the reason why I use that is it's going to be easy to grab product from in here and just start rubbing it on my eye to begin the smoky eye. Now, smoky eye can be done many different ways. This is just a way I've found works to last a long time. So I'm going to start by putting it on my lid, starting way at the lash line and just blending that around, covering just the bottom part of my lid. Okay. Now with this stuff you kind of have to work quick because once it dries and it's hard to smudge. Just get a little bit of more product in there and put it right on top. It doesn't matter how neat it is, but you don't want to pass your crease with the black product. I'm going to get another fluffy brush. You can see this one. It's the 239 brush from MAC, and I'm going to take that same product and I'm just going to rub it in so it's nice and blended, so it's not such a straight line across. Again, this does not have to be perfect. Go in there, just rubbing that in. Okay, now I'm going to do this again with the other eye. Grab a little product, some fluid line, and just start on my lashes.
We've said many times we enjoy watching you dance, but my biggest concern with you is I don't think you're right for this team. The photos that we saw and some of the decisions that you've made just scare me. I just don't know when you leave our dance studio where you go.
So again, I'm not going to go past my crease. It's almost like a half moon across your eye. Just go back and forth. See how that looks like a hot mess? Don't worry about it. Get a little bit more. Now I'm going to grab my fluffy brush before this dries and start smudging it out. Look at my face right now. Do you ever realize the weird faces you make when you're putting makeup on? It just comes natural. Because you were born this way. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab some black eyeshadow. I am using Carbon from MAC. It's been pretty used and abused already. So, I'm going to fill that same fluffy brush I used to... It's a flat fluffy brush and it's really tight, and I like that. And the reason why I use tight fluffy brushes is that it's going to deposit the most color onto the eye, and that's essential when you're trying to get a really deep eye, whether you're using black, pinks, purples. A tight fluffy brush is going to help. So now what I'm doing is I packed my brush with black eyeshadow, and I'm just patting the whole area that I put the fluid line. I'm patting that eyeshadow on. Now, the reason why I did the fluid line as a base is because it's going to make the black last longer and go on really deep. If you didn't have a base for this, although the eyeshadow is great, it wouldn't be as dark as quickly, and you would have to use more product. And we're trying to use less product here because you don't want to waste. Now with this, we're going to go a little bit past the crease, because past that we're going to start blending. So I'm going to get my blending brush. This one is the 224 from MAC. You can see that. And there's no eyeshadow on it. I'm just going to go and just sort of blend that black out. Okay. Add a little more black eyeshadow. There, pat it in. And then just sort of blend it out. Now I'm going to do the same with the other eye. Get a little bit of black eyeshadow and pat it in. Okay, now I'm patting that in, and I'm going to go just a little bit over my crease. So once I've done that, and as I get to my crease, I start to lighten the pressure that I put on my brush to my eyelid. Go in a windshield wiper motion, again with the clean, fluffy brush. Okay, nice and neat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because we don't want it to just be like black skin, we're going to add more colors in there to just have a smooth gradation of color going up your eye. So what I'm going to take brown script. I have my MAC palette here. Brown script is this brown, orangey, burnt sienna color. Kind of pack my fluffy brush with that and go in from the outer corners and just sort of go in a windshield wiper motion with that color. And you see, by adding that color, it's like a smooth gradation of color. And again, since I have a lot of space in my eyelid, I kind of go a little bit far up. And again, the farther up I go, I loosen my pressure. I lighten it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go in again to my brown script, it's a matte color, and go again to the other side, outside corner, and go in a windshield wiper motion. Okay, just looking at both to make sure they match. Okay. Cool. The key to any sort of eye makeup and how to make it look not like a clown makeup is the blending process. The more circular motions and the lighter you are with your touch, with your brush, the smoother the color is going to go on and the better your blending is going to get. Again, that also takes some practice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of a highlighter under my brow. What I'm going to use is rice paper. My favorite's floof, but I had an accident a couple weeks ago and I dropped my eyeshadows and I no longer have floof anymore. Sad day. Whatever. I'm getting a little bit of rice paper. This is just a flat little brush. Again, flat, tight brush. Deposits a lot of color, and that's what we want. So I'm going to go under my brow and just put that in there to create just a beautiful highlight, and then I sort of blend that down. Okay. Again, if you notice, before I started my makeup, I already had my eyebrows and my foundation done. Again, you could see my other videos, you could see how I did my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to put eyeshadow right on top of this eyeliner, and I just pat it in there. And what I love about it also is that it sort of darkens it a little bit as well. And all I'm using is a nice small little angle brush. And then with that same residue I have left over, I'm going to go right under my eyelashes and just sort of follow my eye, because I want this to be like a smoked out eye underneath. I'm just going to go and just smudge that black out a little farther down.